Hello there, I'm Folasiji Bomi-Daniels, CIO of the Kabzeel Group, and we're talking and launching several expressions in Kabzeel. So this is a session where we're talking about introducing Kabzeel, and this is episode 1. So who we are, Kabzeel is a Kingdom Community Wealth Center. We're faith-based learning and investing community. When we say Kingdom Community World Center, we're a kingdom because we're about the king. We're a community because we're made up of friends and family of friends and family. We are wealth because we're not just about money, well, we're about a lot more than money. Financial wealth, social wealth, educational wealth, psychological wealth, spiritual wealth, all encompassing wealth. And we're a center because we're about transgenerational legacy, we're about investment, sustainable investment for a lifetime. We're about actively participating, taking hold of your life and changing the trajectory of your future, your generations. Okay, so what we do, we have 4 cardinal points at Kabzeel. We have the savings, we have investments, we have businesses, and we have deals. With savings, what we mean is putting away part of your income, your inflow, for what people call a rainy day. But beyond that, there are 3 levels of savings: emergency funds, savings as a lifestyle, and then having a storehouse. So we believe with savings, you should come to a point where you have a storehouse. And the next step after savings is to invest, because if all you do is savings, like a mentor says, if you put money in a savings account, that is a shavings account. It gets shaved off. And like I say, if what is saved is not invested, then it is wasted. So savings is the first step. The second step is to then invest. By investing, you are essentially putting your money to work for you. And the third is business. Now with business, what we do with business is we invest in people's businesses, we invest in other businesses, when you invest in the stock market, you're investing in other people's businesses, but we also invest in community members' businesses. And the last cardinal point is deals. With deals is where we gather money together and buy things in a discount. One example under deals is a Kabzeel Food Cooperative, where we gather funds together and then do commodity trading for products and give it to members at a discount. So we do that for real estate, we do that for several other projects. All right, next is what have we done thus far. Kabzeel started officially in 2020, but prior to that, I've been having the rumbles from as far back as 2014. But from 2020 and now, we've had the cooperative in Ogun State. If you're watching this after January 25, 2025, the cooperative in Lagos State will have launched. The last 5 years, we've also at the investment club. You hear much about that in the next episode. The investment club, which is what made up of my friends and I, essentially we gather together to save, invest, and no withdrawals for 5 years. We've done that for 5 years, and now we're launching the new phase, which is the generational plan, which I'll talk about, the generations plan, which I'll talk about in other episodes. So we have invested together for 5 years. Our assets, when we checked, has more than doubled. We have investment portfolios in different currencies. We have GBP, we have USD, we have different asset classes. So we have invested across sectors, we have invested across currencies, we have invested across different opportunities. So that's one of the things that we're doing. And finally, for this episode, where are we going? Currently, our legal framework has the cooperative framework, but where we're going is into an asset management company and also into an investment bank. So we'll start with an asset management company that is licensed by the SEC, Nigeria Security and Exchange Commission, and eventually we then begin to acquire microfinances, banking license, and do investment banking. As I summarize this, our cooperative is different. And why is our cooperative different? Most of the cooperatives in Nigeria and Africa, they do basic household income, household loans. But we're different because we believe if everybody gathers money together and everybody withdraws that out as loans, a lot will have passed through the life cycle of that cooperative, but very little is retained. So if 100 people gather together 1 million and they do that for 10 years, so if you do that will be 100 million per year for for 10 years, 1 billion. But if you have loaned that out, 1 billion has passed through that cooperative, but maybe less than 10% is retained. So what we do differently is we gather funds together and invest in asset classes that can produce income for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, for the next 30 years, so that you put your money down and your money goes to work and begins to create sustainable income for you. And that's what we've done. We currently have a 54-acre farm where we have planted oil palm on 50 acres out of it, and that will begin to produce for us every year for optimally for the next 30 years. So thank you very much for listening to episode 1, where we've talked about an introduction to Kabzeel. We'll take it a little deeper and we'll talk about our model in episode 2. Thank you.